Welcome to Ruggas. Springboks versus Wales the past weekend. Carl, tough game. Tough conditions.
Yeah, but an expected game. We all said it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a arm wrestle and everything, and that's what it was.
Yeah, but a lot of people said box with 20, box with 30, box with 10, and I was listening to this and I'm thinking, it wasn't the full-scale traditional Wales team. There were a couple of key players missing, but they came to the party, and obviously the weather suited them, their game plan. What worried me is that every time they managed to get into our half, they scored. So marks to them, and again, a lot of penalties conceded by us because of pressure by them, and most likely also because of the conditions.
Yeah, but like I said, it was raining. It was really raining in the first half. I mean, that was what we expected. Everybody now tries to compare it to the loss they suffered against the All Blacks. Different game, different team. I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's was forward dominated, and that suits us.
Yeah. I think there were 5 scrums, of which we got 4 penalty scrums. Yeah, unfortunately, our driving ball, they nullified it towards the, except for the last 2 mauls in the end, which we managed to convert into points.
But the lineouts also, our lineout drives, they counted very well in the first half. Everybody said it was illegal. It wasn't illegal because the referee didn't stop them. It's simple.
The referee. Shall we go there? Honestly, frustrating. But yeah, today again in the Scotland versus Australia match, Prop being yellow carded for so-called leading arm, really going into a ruck which brushed the face of a Scottish player, and anyway, off the topic.
We must stop there. But we'll discuss it in the next program with the leading arm and everything. But let's rank our players. Damian Willemse thankfully got injured, and that's now very, very nasty.
Yeah, no,
in the 15th minute.
No.
He's not up to standard. He's going to play 100 tests for the only reason that I don't know if they're forced to select a guy or what the situation is. He's not
a fullback?
He's not up to standard. Well, they're trying everything. I personally think Damian's best position will be inside centre, but not up to standard.
No. Is he off now?
Well, it's now concussion, so he shouldn't be up for selection
for next Saturday.
For Saturday against Scotland. But we've seen some miracles at the Springbok camp happen also.
Jesse Creel?
And what amazes me most about Jesse Creel, after the match, was the post-match conference, our coach said, but we must not only look what he did on the field. Yeah. It's what he did off the field and telling the guys about the conditions out. I almost said shit. You picked the best guy. If you want to take Jesse Creel
for experience and guidance, that's fine.
Then you don't select him as a player. He was out of sorts, he's too slow, not good on defence.
Time for Fussy, yes or no?
I almost say Fussy, yeah, definitely time for Fussy.
Time for Fussy. Anyway,
great game.
Yeah, again, solid.
We must, and Darlinda is your physical centre pair that won't give an inch, but they won't win an inch either. They will win, mind you, an inch or 2, but mind you, Darlinda had a good break.
Yeah, had a good break.
So they can do it.
And excellent on defence, both of them. Yeah.
But I mean, those 2 players, according to me, was the best 2 players in the back line.
Yeah, definitely. In the starting lineup anyway, Mapimpi, again, good game?
No. It showed the difference between him and Nkosi. He was bad in the air in the first half. As soon as the Springboks got forward motion and he was on the front foot, he played quite well. And he showed once again he can finish. But he was beaten in the air 3 or 4 times in the first half.
Yeah, and he missed the tackle on...
He missed the tackle also. So...
And which CI had to come and save.
Yeah.
On the try-saving tackle. Yeah.
So not...
Side, yeah. Come again, say?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Rather not saying too much.
Pollard.
Not at his best.
No, he's still...
But again, asking the question, we want Pollard to attack the line, we want Pollard to distribute the ball and everything.
But he's not getting the ball because being box kicked away the whole time.
But not only that, that's not the type of rugby we're playing.
No.
So everybody's complaining about Pollard's form. He doesn't need form.
Yeah.
Whenever he gets the ball, he needs to put it up in the air, which he did very effectively. And his goal kicking, I think he missed one.
Yeah, no, but he was on song again with the goal point. So not 100%, but he's not being, the game plans are giving him the opportunity to be at
we don't use him to his abilities. I still say, Yankees at 10, Pollard at 12.
Yeah.
But Jacques doesn't listen to
Best of both worlds on that one, I think. Yeah, so definitely. Speaking of Yankees, Herschel Yankees.
And almost in Trainkies.
Yeah, no, look.
He's, again, forced into a game plan that doesn't suit him.
No.
His box kicks and everything, horrible compared to Faf.
Yeah. So it's not his game.
It's not his game, but he's forced into a game plan. He's not the best in executing his game plan. It looked a lot better when Kobus Reinach came on.
And I think Kobus Reinach should now start and possibly just play a full game. End of story.
It's not going to happen. Kobus, they're going to keep on with Reinach because they must build depth. I don't know what depth they are looking for in playing substandard players.
Yeah, and we had that discussion previously. Yeah, Dwayne, Vermeulen?
It did what it was asked for. Nothing special. Great tackles, great with the ball in hand.
Good under the high ball again, as normal, solid.
Yeah, it was a test with no excitement.
No.
Except for the last 2 tries. It's like your grandma dancing at teasers. There's no excitement. You get worried once or twice, but that's it.
Moving on swiftly, Kwagga Smith.
He had a good game?
I was going to say, for once, Kwagga actually only gave away, I think, 1 penalty and actually had a good game. We usually criticize.
But he was carried back 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Showing his lack of weight and height and everything. We do have better players than Kwagga, but they won't change it because we're winning.
Yeah. Okay. Sia.
Brilliant. I think Sia is growing in his role and is growing in the captaincy also.
No.
We had a lot of critique against him because of the Rossi tape and all that kind of stuff, defending him because the referee. I think he's growing in the role as a captain also, but a brilliant game.
Strong carries, and as I said, they had a try-saving tackle in the corner, which Mapimpi missed.
And Yankees also. Let's give it to Herschel also. But according to me, the 2 best players on the field, Kwagga and Sia.
Yeah, for yesterday. Yeah, definitely. Loot, not his best game yesterday. Couple of knock-ons. Okay, it was the weather. Yeah. And we've had this discussion around locks in the Springbok team and the lack of depth that we had.
There's no one else. No. Unfortunately, there's no one else.
It's a bit. One of my players of the match.
But he's the guy, and I think he needs a bit more support from Dwayne and also. If Evan gets a bit more support in 1 or 2 other players able to carry the ball abrasively like Eben does, we're going to start punching holes in front and then freeing our back line to score better tries.
Creating space. No, definitely. So, no, Eben, well done. Excellent game again. Trevor?
Good game. Did what was expected from him. You can't fault anything he did.
Bongi?
Same thing.
Yeah, and Ox?
I see a lot of guys has got a lot of opinions about Ox. I like Ox because at least he tried. Once or twice on the edge, once or twice over the edge, but at least he brings some energy. He was the only player in the front row that brought some energy.
Yeah. Let's look at the replacements again. Let's talk about the bomb squad in general. I think very effective. Saved the day for us, if you want to ask my opinion.
Yeah, and again, a lot of people want the front row of Marx, Kitsoff and Koch to start now, because they ended off a lot stronger than Ox and those guys did. But it's because Ox and Mbonambi and Nyakane did their work. That's why they came on and had such a good effect.
Softened up the opposition.
Brilliant. Marx, again, I mean, Marx is brilliant when he goes forward. And I think that's why he's part of the bomb squad.
So, yes, your favourite, Franco Mostert?
I wasn't impressed. Did you see him?
I saw him briefly.
He's not the physical type of player.
And we've said this many times before.
Jasper Wiese, they need a pack that goes forward, and then they will excel. They're not the type of players that can make the pack go forward. And once again, we comparing Wiese with Evan Roos. Evan Roos is a player that takes your pack forward, where Wiese cannot do that. He needs a Eben Etzebeth, he needs a Dwayne Vermeulen, and then only he becomes effective.
Yeah. Kobus Reinach, I think we've discussed him.
Brilliant. I mean, brilliant. But like I said, he won't start the next 2 tests, unfortunately.
Because it's going to be, see, why fix something that's not broken, but it was nearly broken. Towards the end, I thought it was going to be broken, but we won.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take the win. Elton Yankees.
I want to see Yankees at 10 to start.
Yes, in combination with Pollard at 12.
At 12, and I want IM at 13.
No.
It's time that Yankees get the opportunity and that he gets rewarded for what he brings to the Springbok match. I think, it's difficult. I won't pick Yankees if we're in trouble, because he's known to do stupid stuff under pressure. Mind you, he's known to do stupid stuff even if he's not under pressure. But he is a brilliant player, and he's the only fly half we've got there that can really set the back line alight.
With the current game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, which... Frans Oberstein. Well done, Frans. I must give him credit.
But he played a solid game. His kicking was brilliant, everything. He gets excited after the game.
I loved his interview, by the way. But on the mark.
But he replaced the substandard player. And nothing again like Pollard. Everybody criticizing Pollard because of his lack of quality of play, getting his backs away. Frans Steyn is the same. He excels in this pattern, but he admitted also if speed is needed, he's falling a bit behind.
Oh well.
But it's time. We're playing winning rugby, one-dimensional rugby.
Very.
If we don't dominate like we did yesterday up front in the second
we
half,
lose.
We are going to lose.
And watch out for next weekend against Scotland. Scotland is beating Australia, but yeah. And especially going forward for England. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But like I said, I'm happy. We won.
No, a win is a win. We'll take it. But it wasn't, for me, it wasn't a warm, fuzzy feeling win. But we know why. It's we've discussed it now. So anyway, so next weekend I would like to see Fassi start. Me and I think most of South Africa.
Well, hopefully. Yeah. But we must accept that Nkosi will be back.
Okay.
I think France will start at 15, and hopefully they will give Fassi a chance. Fassi is the only new talent in that whole squad that were on form when he was selected.
Which was the first
6.5 years ago, 7 years ago?
Test the Lions tour, many moons ago,
Yeah, it doesn't help that Jacques the whole time says Fassi know exactly, he must wait his chance.
Listen, it's not about chance. It's about who is best in form at the time.
Yeah.
You know, there's no we owe anybody anything. Play your best player that's in form at the time.
Yeah.
End of story. Anyway, anything else?
Ja, ons bloed is groen.
Altyd. Yeah. Well done, Boks. We'll definitely it was a win. Tough win, but it was a win.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Keep well. Cheers.